Yeah, it would be better if you didn't rev bang your freaking manual car if you don't want your transmission to go. Anyways, welcome back to another video. I know I haven't uploaded in a minute, but there's a good reason behind it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. By now, it should be obvious, you know? So, for today's tested car, we have the 2011 BMW M3, otherwise known as the E92 M3, otherwise known as Vuxury's dream car, otherwise known as rod bearings. So what Sky did on this car is that the competition version is actually the 7-speed dualtronic DCT SMG transmission, whatever BMW used, right? And the regular M3 is the 6-speed manual. Right here, this is the 6-speed manual regular M3. So we're going to do a few tests to test automatic versus manual and compare them pretty much. So we're going to start off with automatic transmission. But first, we're not even going to start off with the E92. We're going to start off with a car that is tuned to be an automatic. So I'll be right back. Here we are, the Lexus SC400. It has one of my most favorite V8s ever, the 1UZ FE. As you see, SC1UZ. So this has that cool Lexus rev limiter, as you see right here. So yeah, you can see why I like it, but we have one issue in Greenville. Both this year SC400, which I think is the 1992, and the newer one, whatever year that is, 98, whatever, it has the 4-speed tune, right? So you don't have 5 gears, you only have 4 gears. So first it's gonna do a regular acceleration. So let's just put it in drive. So, you know, not too bad. It revs pretty high, being a 4-speed. So let's see how it is cruising at 55 miles per hour. So as you see, RPMs is at 3,000 RPMs, which isn't bad, but well, it kind of is at the same time. But as you see, it's a 4-speed only. So let's try an acceleration test. I bet it only dropped like 2 gears. So yeah, you see, it goes in the 3rd gear, and it pretty much has to stretch that gear out, which is really unfortunate. And then boom, 4th gear. So yeah, that limits the top speed obviously because the gear ratios, so that's another thing about it. So now we're gonna do the same thing in manual for this car. Alrighty, so let's rev it out. Traction off. Oh, it doesn't have traction control, never mind. Alright, so okay, 2nd, 3rd. You see 3rd's a really long gear, and now 4th is even longer. So yeah, that explains the lack of 4 speeds. 4 speeds are, you know, they don't exist anymore, so that's kind of good. Companies have moved on to like 8 speeds, 7 speeds, and even 10 speeds. Okay, we are back in the E92 M3. Back in this time, there was still a lot of cars that had a 6-speed automatic transmission, although the other trim of the E92 has a 7-speed automatic, and this is the 6-speed manual one. So first we're going to test this in automatic to see how this goes. Okay, so first gear pretty short. As you see, the gears aren't even that long, and it still revs out to like 8,500 RPM, so you gotta keep that in mind. And then that's the final gear right there. As you can see, not bad at all. But now we need to go over the important part. We're gonna go cruise and drive and see what gear it actually ends up idling in. So we're gonna put it in right there. As you see, the RPMs are extremely high. 4,000 RPM to be cruising at 55 miles per hour is pretty insane. Let's see what gear we're in. As you see, we're all the way in 4th gear. An advantage of manual is that you can shift up 2 more times and drop those RPMs way down. 2,800 RPM, that is way better for what this car is. As you see, the car is a lot more quieter. If we go back to 4th, it's a lot louder for no reason, and you're pretty much just wasting gas. Even if you want to speed up, you still have the torque to get you up. See, fourth would be better for taking off though. As you see, it's a lot quicker. But honestly, if you just want to take off, just double tap W. It only dropped 1 gear, but if we're in 6th, right, it'll drop quite a few. Still back down to 3rd gear, so it really doesn't matter what gear you're cruising in. But this isn't really a video on me telling you to, oh, always drive manual in Greenville, manual the world, manual this and that. No. There is one huge advantage though. You wouldn't want to do this in real life, but this is you wouldn't want to do this in real life, but this is Roblox, so it doesn't matter. When you're in manual, you could pretty much get the full rev range compared to automatic, shifting up at the peak RPM. I noticed because when you tune a chassis car, there's a peak RPM and there's a red line RPM. Peak RPM is where the vehicle will shift up at if you're in automatic. But if you're in manual, you can shift up at the red line. So we're gonna do a little acceleration comparison, and yeah, let's go. As you see, that's red line right about there. We're gonna do the same thing in automatic. So let's neutral drop it, I guess. As you see, it shifts way earlier, so you are losing quite the few miles per hour. So what am I trying to say? This video was made to stop the annoying comparison of automatic versus manual in Greenville, and people automatically go to say that manual is useless. Do I use manual every day in Greenville? No, I don't. But if I'm in an RP server, I will often go into manual mode and shift up a few gears, as some Greenville cars just idle in a low gear for no reason. So yeah, they both have their advantages. Like automatic, you don't have to worry about it and your car will go, but there's also the disadvantage of it shifting up early. So yeah, but if you just want to be quick and you're trying to get away, automatic is also really good. For speed, manual would be good if you know how to shift up fast and you want the maximum power out of your vehicle. And also, some cars in Greenville were made for manual only, just like the Carrera GT. People like to complain about that car, but it was simply made for manual only, as it only shifts normally in that way. That'll be it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, this has been Vuxury, and I am black.